We heard like things. This guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but his family are like part of a gang in the northeast, like a big gang. I got put in the unit.
The unit? Wait, you mean where the kids with difficulties go? Like when they
What's
lock
the
them in?
unit?
Where the kids with difficulties go.
The
What's the
isolation.
unit?
What?
What's the unit?
It's like a box room with no windows.
Like
That can't be fucking
where
allowed.
the sponge rooms where they like wrap you up so you can't harm yourself.
No, it wasn't in a fucking vest. No.
Why,
No, it's-
what did you do to get there?
I had a skinhead and had a slit in my eyebrow.
Phil Foden?
Yeah, Phil Foden. More like Ravel Morrison. I had like a full-on skinhead.
Really? That's mental that they can put you in isolation for that. But they
Yeah,
won't do that to a
isolation,
child rapist.
Yeah, all right. Maybe if I fucked a kid, I could have kept in class. Fuck me. Thanks, English teacher.
No, it's a bit fucked. There was a lot of funny I remember there was a guy that... Did you ever have people that came to school then got kicked out straight away? Like, your new kid got kicked out first day because they were just like a fucking troubled kid. Like, I remember
Yeah.
one boy, it was his first day, set a bin on fire, got kicked out.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember this kid, this like proper, he was a fat bastard, like a really like
Brock
real
Lesnar.
steel kind of shit. And my form class always used to get like the dodgy bastards. So I remember everyone.
Your what class?
Form class,
Oh,
like you know,
okay,
like
your
your morning
form,
class.
yeah,
Yeah, and we heard like things. This guy, I'm not gonna say his name, but his family are like part of a gang in the northeast, like a big gang. And we got word that he was coming into our class, and we were like, "Oh fuck, it's like one of these people's here." So anyway, he came in. Everyone in my school had to wear a blazer. He came in without his blazer on, with his blazer here. Sat down, and my form teacher, who was so nice, bless her, was like, "Hi, so can you put your blazer on?" And he just went, "Fuck off." And he just said, "Fuck off," the teacher. And I remember everyone was like, "Oh, shit."
So I couldn't be a teacher because if a kid, like a little mouthy little cunt,
No,
said
mate,
that to me, I'd batter him.
Mate, he was bigger than the teachers.
Oh,
he
he's
was
the fat
fucking
bastard.
huge.
Still slap him because he can't
Tall
catch
as
you.
well.
Just beat him.
No, but I-
was he like Oompa Loompa kind of fat, or was he like fat like brick shit out?
Mate, he was like the Big Show.
The Big Show.
Yeah.
So is he one of those people that's fat but like have got deceptive pace where they could just literally sprint, or is he like?
Nah, this cunt wasn't moving like.
Yeah, you slap him, he moves, isn't it?
I remember he just sit down and he just was. And I remember thinking,
You wouldn't want to sit next to them, type beat.
yeah, I remember I got put on his table for a group project, and I remember just looking at him, just thinking he could just batter me right now because he had no chill. He had no chill.
Just an angry man.
Just an angry fucker. And I always feel sorry because if you're the teacher and you know he's a part of like this gang kind of, well, like his family are, that must be hard for a teacher because you're like getting paid
he's part of a
nothing
gang?
to teach. What?
Oh, so
No,
like,
his whole family are like a big, massive gang.
so you
in
can't
where
even
I'm from.
batter him, otherwise you get shot.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So the teacher
Fuck.
can't say anything to him.
Just put laxatives in his food at lunch.
Make him shit himself.
Yeah. Yeah, then no one clocks you then.
You know the fun...
Like a poo.
One of the funniest things that used to happen at our school was whenever it snowed, everyone would have massive snowball fights. But the thing is, the Goths, you've got to fucking respect them, right? See, no matter if it was really sunny, really rainy, really snowy, the Goths did not give a fuck. They would stand outside, and the Goths would hang about the bike sheds. They would be wearing sleeveless shirts on a fucking rainy, snowy day. They wouldn't care at all. So whenever it was snowing, it was like time to rattle the Goths, get them fucking... They would stand there and they'd get hit. Mate, it was like fucking the Matrix, the fucking Terminator shit. You'd rattle them a snowball and they'd just stand there like that, like stand their ground in that. But what would happen is the whole school would come out into the playground. We had like loads of pitches and that, so everyone would be on the rugby and football pitches. And what some people would do is one person would just go and point to someone, then everyone would go and point to them. Then they would chase after that one person and whitewash them.
Because they were a goth.
No, anyone.
Oh, okay.
And they would whitewash them.
What?
Whitewash is when someone will slide tackle them, rugby tackle them to the ground, and throw fucking snow in their face as much as possible.
Oh, God.
So harsh.
On snow days, that's
No one would do it to me because I'm fast as fuck, so no one could catch me.
Without the S.
Yeah, the best stuff that I loved was when it was summer and we were allowed on the field and stuff, and then you play like football against like different year groups, and then you play like not gonna go into depths, but then you play like skin color versus skin color kind of thing.
What the fuck?
Have you never had that?
I know you were alive in the 60s, but fucking hell, mate.
Have you never had that?
Black versus white.
Mate, there was literally 5 people that went white in my school of 1,800 people.
We were very mixed, but like what we used to do, whites versus minorities. But the minority, the people who were Asian used to say that as well, like as in like, hey, whites versus minors. You know, that's what we used to say.
Minors,
not kids.
But you love that.
But minorities. But
Technically, they would have been minors as well at the time.
Yeah, technically, yeah. But
minors squared.
But the best. You know, like you get like in like Call of Duty and stuff, you get different game modes and stuff. Yeah. But the best game mode of football on the field was
Search and Destroy.
Just Search and Destroy. Yeah. Was the one where you nutmeg Monkey Rush. Where
What?
No. Like you nutmeg someone on the pitch. Like it's everyone versus everyone. Yeah. Stop looking like that. It's nothing to do with anything like that. You nutmeg one person on the pitch, and if you get nutmegged, everyone on the pitch rushes that person.
Oh, that sounds funny.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Scenes.
And does what?
I think, well, maybe crack a rib if everyone jumps on them, but...
Or just jump on them.
As in, like, you rush them. As like, it's every man for themselves. Like, everyone's got the ball. You try and tackle everyone. And then everyone that's trying to, like, get you, you try and nutmeg them. If you get nutmegged, then...
How intense was, like, fucking, like, football and break times and dinner time in school? It was mental.
And at high school, it was kind of not cool to play football at lunch and break.
Oh, really?
People would just get football and boot it at people instead. They wouldn't actually want to play a game. They would like to get football and just boot it at someone.
You're so angry. Like, what the fuck kind of school was this?
Oh, people just like to do anything and anything
cool?
to be like funny. Like people like to go in the after stuff and play football lunch. It was like a bit cringe. People would prefer to get football and just boot it at people.
Yeah, because that sounds like great fun.
Yeah.
Well, that was it. I never played really, but would in primary school would get like a selected day. Like Monday would be 1 year's football. That was fun. I used to love football day. That was brilliant. I used to wear a massive big padded coat so I could dive in the ground without hurting myself on the concrete.
Bro, you've probably missed out on year 10s versus year 11s.
Yeah, that was unreal stuff. Like, I loved that.
Now we would actually do that like in PE. We wouldn't actually do that like just at lunchtime and that.
Can you remember the intense raw of next goal winner? Can you remember the shit that went down after next goal winner?
Would you actually take that like if we? But you took that serious. My school wouldn't take that serious. So people would generally just run about and slide tackle if you didn't have the ball.
Yeah,
people at my school were just cunts.
Well, it wasn't serious. We wouldn't do fucking walkouts and the linesman and shit.
Just Champions League. Ronaldinho, sorry.
There's actually a video somewhere of us recording a crossbar challenge that we sent into Soccer AM when we were in like year 8. It's like really cringy. Like,
did it get used?
I don't think so. It did well on Facebook. Probably people taking the piss out of it. But I've got like a proper skinhead, and I'm like, Cristiano Ronaldo, Real Madrid. It's like proper fucking cringy.
Oh, did you ever have like different trends every single month? Like every single month there'd be something different people do. By trends, I mean fucking like these annoying fads.
Yeah.
Like what? First year of high school was tie pulling. People would pull your tie until you couldn't fucking. And then we had pocket pulling. Do you know the pockets on shirts? Someone can grab that and just pull it off.
Yeah, that used to drive like my mum up the wall. That used to happen.
And
sometimes.
then
I used to just whack people.
We used to go to a corner shop. At lunchtime, we could go to a corner shop. We could go into town. Other people would go to this corner shop that was like right next to the school, and it'd be massive queues. And there was these little toys that were like kind of like wind up little things, and people would unroll them so there'd be like a whip. And when someone walked past, it'd whip the fuck out of it.
Fucking hell!
So they'd stand at the door in the crush. The crush was like our chill out area, and they'd fucking whip you as you came in and that.